Tracy,
Yes.
guess what we're talking about this episode? Your favorite.
Oh my god. I'm not interested. Sorry, bye.
Exes.
I can't. This is like the most stressful subject to me, I feel like. Because this
Exes.
is the ones that don't go away. This is like the forever haunt you.
This is a fact. I'm not good with exes. You're not good with exes. Most people aren't good with exes. Taylor Swift made a whole career off of her exes.
Seriously.
Adele hates her ex.
Yeah.
This is something that everyone has to deal with.
So it's not us, it's them.
So men is just the big problem in general. Yeah,
it's all
much.
of you guys. It's not ours.
This topic is a really crazy one because you and I constantly are dealing with people in our past that come back to haunt you. And it's, you can never truly move on from an ex, or can you?
I feel like you can. I feel like you never get over their presence. Like, there's always going to be songs that remind you of them.
Oof.
There's always going to be moments or places that you go, like, oh, I drive by Dunkin' Donuts. You're like, oh, I used to always go there with that person. Or like, no matter what it is, you're always going to be reminded of something of them. And it's annoying because it's like one of those things that will never, ever go away. It'll haunt you for the rest of your life, whether you want to or not.
Well, you have the best story ever about your Valentine's Day.
Okay, guys, I'm 31 years old, and I still, to this day, do not celebrate Valentine's Day because of my ex-boyfriend.
Wait, and I literally just found this out. I know she doesn't like Valentine's Day, but I thought she was just being a hardo. Like, I don't like love and corniness. No. She's scarred. Tracy is scarred. Explain.
I'm completely scarred. 8th grade. Okay, this goes all the way back to middle school. I had a boyfriend 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, okay? And in 8th grade, Valentine's Day, February 13th, he broke up with me because he had to focus on basketball. I swear to God. And okay, me and him are cool now. It's fine. But like, if he happens to listen to this for some weird reason, or anybody in my high school happens to listen to this, they'll know exactly who I'm talking about. We're cool now. I'm like, I hold no grudges, but like, I went through a lot of shit with this person. And from it, I still to this day do not celebrate Valentine's Day. And
So
I'm
he
married.
literally broke up with you the day before Valentine's Day.
And I was mortified to have to go into school.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I was like, I can't go to school. He broke up with me. Everyone's going to know it. And I'm going to have to celebrate Valentine's Day by myself.
How did he break up with you back then?
He called my house phone because we're in 8th grade and we don't have cell phones. And he called and said, I just want to talk to you. I know tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but like I really have to focus on basketball now. So I just maybe think like we shouldn't be together. And I was like, what? And then like my mom was like, it's okay. It's going to be fine. I'm like, I will never celebrate again. And I was right. And I never did. And to this day, Corey's been like, can I get you a card or something? And I'm like, no. He's like, this is ridiculous. I want to celebrate Valentine's Day. This has been about your ex. I'm like, it's not even about him anymore. Now it's about me remembering the feeling that I felt on Valentine's Day of being broken up with. And like, you just never get over that feeling, especially as a kid. And like, when you break up with somebody, it's like your whole life is ending.
Yeah.
And you don't know how you're ever going to get past it. Obviously you do. But in the moment, it's like life, like Armageddon.
So that makes me think about, if you're going through a breakup right now, like Tracy said, it's the worst feeling in the world.
It's terrible. It doesn't matter how anybody could be like, you're better than this, or you'll get over it. There's just nothing that helps you in the moment.
There's literally nothing. But we want to tell you that it gets better.
It does.
Tracy, when your boyfriend broke up with you for basketball, wasn't it for a reason? Wasn't it so you can move on, meet somebody cooler, better?
I mean, obviously, I feel like every time you break up with somebody, it's like that's the moment that you break up with them is that moment that you have to hold on to forever to constantly remind yourself why you shouldn't go back to this person, why you broke up with them to begin with, what not to do in your next relationship, just all the things that you're like, I'll never do this again, I'll never do that again. And like, you break yourself down to try to like move on, but like, it also helps. It's like mental therapy to yourself.
Yes. Your ex should be a learning experience. You shouldn't have an ex that, well, yeah, sure. Curse him out, say I hate him.
I think you should for sure cry.
You can you can cry
it
out. Yeah, for sure.
You have a few days to cry it out, and then you go buy some lipstick and a great mascara and remember who the fuck you are.
It's okay to mourn. It's okay. It is a loss,
I feel like it's a graduation. Like, it should come with a tassel. And because you put 4 years of your life into that, it's like college. Going to college, you learn from it. And now you moved on and you've graduated into bigger and better things, and you take that diploma and all the shit you learned and you move on your merry way.
Well, that's important when you're dealing with an ex. You need to take something away from it. You can't just, say, like, okay, I have guys I dated. Yeah, I'm embarrassed, but
Yeah, don't even get me started.
But I take those embarrassments and I learn from them.
I take those embarrassments.
You have to grow from one relationship to the next. I mean, that's why we date. Isn't that what dating is about?
Yeah, that's how you learn.
You got to build up those exes because the exes are going to one day equal your dream man because you've figured out what you like in a guy, what you need in a guy, what you look for.
I feel like it's education, really.
Yeah, it is.
It's
You're
the
right.
education you don't learn in school is dating.
Yes.
It's personal education.
You find along the way things that you need that maybe that person wasn't giving you. Are you drinking already? It's like, we're like 5 minutes in.
Stop judging me. Oh my God, she's the worst, man.
The exes. I should have known.
Threw me under the bus.
I should have known for this episode. We should have been 5 shots deep.
Yeah.
When I've dated guys that have been like really good guys, but things just don't click, and you realize that as you move on to the next guy, and you're like, wow, we're a better fit, we're a better match, we're a better life couple.
And also, love is so blind. Like when you're in it, you have no idea that this person is the worst thing for you. My family, my friends, everyone told me that one of my exes was like the worst thing ever. And I was like, he's so great and he loves me so much. And I mean,
Now you see it.
I can't even like look back. I'm so mortified from the whole situation. It's scarring. It's
I want to know who
physically
this was.
Everybody knows who it was because it was all over TV.
Oh,
Yeah, it was scarring. And then I dealt with it again when he was with somebody else on my show. So it was very hard to relive that whole
just
past.
like I feel like a pin drop right now. I just got so uncomfortable.
I know. Well, it's probably because his spirit is here haunting us like right now. So it was just a very hard time in your life. I feel like every ex. I have one ex who like I don't hate. I really have no harsh feelings for at all. It was my first boyfriend, my first real boyfriend, like not like 8th grade boyfriend, like my first. I was, I think I was 16 and he was 18. He was in college and he was my first, like, took him home to my family and they loved him and the whole thing. And they're actually still like cool with him, which is uncomfortable for me. But like, I know he's a really good person and
Your family is cool with him.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure they've, within the past couple of years, had like dinner with him and I don't even know about it.
Wow. Well, when you date somebody, you date their whole family, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
hard
hard.
to break up with
It's
just
rough. I
your
can't-
boyfriend and his whole family.
It's like you have to rip the Band-Aid, and the Band-Aid is the entire family because there's people that you get very close with, his mom or his sister or whoever it is, and you break up with that person, you can't have a connection with them anymore. You can't talk to them all the time because if you do, it's constantly going to be brought up. Oh yeah, this one has a girlfriend now and blah, blah, blah. And you're going to be like, oh, is she prettier than me? Like you're going to care when you shouldn't care.
This literally just happened to me. I was at dinner with my family, and my family is friends with one of my exes.
See?
And, we were really serious for a long time, and I get it. They loved him. So
Oh my
when I
God,
broke up
Jess.
with him, yeah, it was
This is
hard.
mortifying.
It was hard for everybody. So I understand that. And I was fine with them staying in touch because he was one of the good guys. So that was fine. But, we're at dinner, and my brother just so casually just drops that his wife is pregnant. And I'm like, it doesn't.
Did you feel like a shot to the heart?
Yes, it shouldn't bother. Listen, of course it's going to. It doesn't necessarily. I don't want to say it bothers me, but of course I thought about
Because you
it.
instantly put yourself back into that relationship
Yes.
and be like, this
I was
would have been me.
transported there, yeah.
It's like time travel, like real life time
And
travel. is
obviously,
talking
I
about
want to
exes.
see the baby. I want to know what it looks like.
Because then you're like, oh my God, can I imagine
What if it's
this
like
being...
a super beautiful baby, and I'm like, damn, it could have been my little beautiful baby,
I mean,
or it could be a little demon baby.
yeah, I've seen them. I've seen them.
Don't you love looking at
The ones that
exes'
just
children?
scream nonstop.
I also have exes that made
I don't have any
monstrosity
exes
children.
who have children.
That's right, because you had babies a little younger.
I
I have
mean, I
exes that have
guess.
kids that I'm like, oh my God, thank God I didn't mate with that guy.
Well, because they get their personalities in those kids. And like they're literally little baby demons because they have their father's personality sometimes or their
Yes.
mother's, whoever your ex is.
but wouldn't you be curious, no matter what ex it was, to see whether it was an
Yeah,
ex from 10
of
years ago or
course.
5 years ago to see what their kids look
Hell
like.
yeah, I want to know what their kids look like. That's like that could have potentially been your baby.
Social media makes it so
Which
easy
is
to
why
do.
you need to constantly delete on social media. The second you guys break up, there should be a block list of all your exes, because there's no reason, one, you should follow him and keep up on tabs on him. You shouldn't see what he is up to. He shouldn't see what you're up to. It should be no means of communication. I did this with my best friend for years. I told her, block him, delete him, block him from your phone. He should not be able to text you. He should not be able to look at your stuff. Don't look at his stuff, because she would go and stalk him after they were broken up. She'd be on his page. All of a sudden, she's on her cousin's brother's, dog walker's, little sister's best friend's page, and she'd be like, "You'll never believe what I just found." And I'm like, "Get the fuck off
Deep
Instagram."
in stalking.
Yeah, like FBI shit. Get off.
It's not
It's
healthy.
enough. It's
Yeah.
not healthy. And she didn't move on until she found the new guy who proved to her that she deserved better, and she just married him.
Right.
And it happens. You guys, it happened. Life turns around, and God will be like, here's a precious angel. Take it and run with it. And they'll be like, I've put up with so much shit from guys. Like, I deserve this guy.
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples.
We're the best you've got.
So cheers, bitches.
Cheers. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.